Hello and welcome to Crafting with Jane. Today we're having a look at a really old stamp set which I used to use lots and lots for doing just a frame and then putting something inside. So something like this, I've just stamped a couple out. I want to use that for later. So you can stamp out the lovely image, and then there's coordinating dies to go with it, so you can then layer them up if you want, which is quite nice. So you can bring it up and make sort of like a medallion, or just put a sentiment in the center. So for example, let me take this sentiment that I've got from something else. You can just put a sentiment in the center like that and pop that down on, let me take that out of the way, pop that down on a card like that. I would put it on a square card, but you could have it like that, take the edges off, put it up with dimensionals. Really simple, easy thing to do. And you've also got the coordinating dies with them. So the dies would give you some lovely shapes. Let me just get them the right way around. Like that. So you've got all of the different shapes. Again, you can make flowers, all sorts of things out of these dies. However, they are very old, they are retired, they haven't been around for a long time. If you've got something similar in your stash, then feel free to use that. And again, I'm going to try and show you something to use out of the ones that you might not have used very often. So, there's me trying to get them back in the pot. So these were called framelets, floral frames, and the stamps were called Daydream Medallions, and they were a set of two. So there was one of two and two of two. Don't ask me if the right ones are in there. I have no idea because they are that old. Okay, so I've taken this one because I absolutely love that shape, and I've taken 3 different colors. So I've taken again retired ones, Island Indigo, so any sort of mid blue, a turquoisey blue, which was Coastal Cabana, and then a sort of purpley violety blue, which was Wisteria Wonder. And I have stamped out, so I'm going to do one of them for you so you can see. Let's do it in the darker one because it'll show up better. So what I've done is I have inked one of these up like this. Okay, so you get this absolutely lovely shape, and then I have taken the coordinating die. Just clean that off quickly. So I've taken the coordinating die, which is, get them out again, this little one here. Where is it? Here we go. And that then goes exactly across on there. And then I've die cut them out. I've also thought, once I die cut it out, I thought, well, it was a bit plain in the center, so I wanted to do something a little bit exciting in the center. So I took a punch. You can take any punch. You can even do a hole punch if you wanted to. This one happens to be a little flower. So I took, let's just open it up a minute. I took a coordinating color. Let me have a look there, like this. And I just punched a little one out. The nice thing is that you can do it on tiny weeny little scraps, and then I stuck that in on the center. So die cut it out, stuck that in on the center, and I've got them in the different colors. Okay, so I have taken a matte, and I've taken a white card piece, which is a 1/4 inch smaller. Now my mat for this is 5.5 inches by 3 3/4. So this piece is 5.25 inches by 3.5 inches. And that worked perfectly for me. Now work out your sizes. And then what I've done is That's going to be my sentiment to go in on the center later on. I have taken all of these and die cut them out, obviously put the piece in the center, and I put some dimensionals up on them because I wanted them to be just a little bit proud. Now, if you're posting them, you might not want to, but as I always say, I always tend to have dimensionals at hand. So I'm putting this right up at the top and in the center, and then I'm going to take the next color, which I'm going to have as the purple one. And as you can see, just by putting these pieces in the center, it gives you a more interesting card. So that can come in the center, and then this one, which is the Coastal Cabana, can come in on the end like that. And I'm just putting these pieces so that they come top and bottom and in on the side. So next one I'm going to do is the purple, or the Wisteria Wonder, the light. I just wanted shades of blue for a change. So purple, turquoise, put that in, and I'm matching up. So I'm matching that piece with that piece, so that then it gives it an interesting shape in the center. And let's put this one on here. And I quite like the fact that you get different shapes because it's a medallion. So just turn it round so you've got that point facing that one, that point facing that one, and then you've got this little nice shape in the middle. So what are we doing now? We want the blue on the end. And I've done 12 of these, so I've done 4 in each colour. And I've done 3 different colours, as you saw, because whoops, I didn't want to have it becoming odd. So if you do 3 colours and you'd have a different colour each one. So that was that one, and then we want this one on here. And 12 fits just perfectly. So take that one on there, that one on there. It's quite good that you can line them up top to bottom. And then after this one, we're going to go back to the beginning, and we're going to have this one on here like that. And oh, why have I got 2 purples on here? Have I done one wrong? I have, haven't I? That needs to be a purple. Let's just peel this off carefully. That's because I was talking, wasn't it? I suddenly thought, well, I'm sure I've done the right amount. I bet you're all shouting at me going like, oh, for goodness sake, you've got the wrong one in the middle. Okay, so that one comes in on there like that. Then we've got that one, and then we've got this one. That, and then we've got this one on the end. Okay, so quite an easy thing to do. Now, as I say, you can use them in all sorts of different shapes. If you haven't got patterns like this, do it in circles. It just gives a nice look. Then if you put this on your mat like that, put your sentiment straight in on the top, and the sentiment I wouldn't put in with I'm just going to glue that on because I don't think you want to have it any prouder because it'll come too high. Now, if you wanted to take it to another level, you can put a little twinkly inside, but I'm going to put this on here like that for now. So that can go straight across like that. That's going to go in there. So let me just glue that one on there so we can then see. And then, as I say, you can always add, and I quite like just sort of building it up again. Now, use what you've got. So if you haven't got embellishments and things like that, or what I call little twinklies, don't worry about it too much because you don't necessarily have to put them on. You can keep it like that. But I would put some little, let me see what twinklies I've got. Here we go. Again, a lot of these that I've got are retired. Now, you could do them in, so just some ideas, you could do them in all the same colour in the centre because you've got the colour going on. You could do them in slightly different colours. You could do them in pale so that they don't stand out too much. You can do them in bright rhinestones. Let me have a look and see if I've got anything that's different coloured or whatever that would work quite nicely. Those are, I think I might just do them in, what have I got? I've got these actually. These are quite sweet. They're very different. And I've got quite a few rhinestones actually. Have I got 12 of those? They would work quite nicely, wouldn't they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, I have got 12. Right, so I'm just going to pop these in so you can see what they look like. And I'm using this side. I could use the bigger ones actually. Why don't I use those for a change? And these are just old ones that I've got. I've had these a long time. So see if I can get it. Have I got the, I don't even know if I've got the end piece of this up. I might have to do it afterwards. I'm a bit cat-handed with my hands, as some of you know. If you've got arthritic hands, it can be quite difficult. So let me just do that so you can see. Put that one in the centre. And you've then got, as I say, I think that works quite nicely. Let me just peel these off and just put them on straight away. So you can do them with tweezers, but I'm just going to stick them on like this because I think that they look quite pretty like that. And as I say, you can do them in different colours. You can just put a little blob of glitter glue or something in the centre. However you want to do it, it's entirely up to you. As I say, I always try to just give you ideas of doing things that are simple as well. You know, that you can take up to whatever level you want. So you don't have to go completely over the top like this. But in the same respect, if you want something that's really pretty, I think it looks a little bit like a doily, you know, that you put on the table. But it just gives a nice pattern. It's nothing too overly fussy, but you can make it fussy by adding your little jewels, little pieces in the centre. And all you've started with is one die. So I'm just going to put that one in on the centre. There we go. Right, so I've just put rhinestones in there, and then, as I say, you've got that twinkle on there. Pop it on a card base. Let me see if I've got a card base here. It's a square one. Have I got a round one out? I might have. There we go. Okay, so you then just pop it on a card base like that, and you've got a really rather nice, a nice card for somebody, which is just fun, and you've got all of the different shapes going on. So I hope you enjoyed that. As always, please stay safe and well. Please be kind, and look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye bye.